Good afternoon, traders. It is Friday, June 26, 2015, and U.S. stock market is closed. You know, we had another kind of frustrating day, even though we didn't do that badly. But again, it seems like we're having these, very small minority of really good trades that are being used rather than contributing to our profits. They're just being used up with a lot of bad trades. Today we closed out 9 trades from yesterday, and 7 were negative, and then we got into 4 new positions today, and 3 were negative. And as a result, our statistics don't look too good, but they're not disaster because we got some good trades in there. We closed out negative $200. Obviously, we can survive that without any trouble, and we're carrying negative $900 going into Monday. So this is certainly not a disaster, but it's just we're getting into a lot of crummy trades. And these are kind of sucking out the profits out of these very small handful of good trades that we have been getting. I'll show you some examples of what I'm talking about. This is an example of one of the crappy trades we had. This is TTPH, which is Tetraphase Pharmaceuticals. And we had bought this yesterday right at the end of the day. I was talking about yesterday how, well, we get into the end of the day, it usually is a pretty good trade. Not the case in Tetraphase Pharmaceuticals. We were stopped out right away this morning, and this was about a $1,500 loss. Now, if you look at this chart, you can see how very happy I was to get out of this thing when we did, because we got out down here, I don't know, that'd be like a $5,000 loss, maybe even more. So we do have stops in, and we do get out early, and that saved the day here, but we still had a $1,500 loss in TTPH. As I say, not only did we do rather poorly in terms of our percentage of the trades we got out of, 7 out of 9 were negative, we were also, the stuff we got into, 3 out of 4 were negative, and I'll show you one example of those that again is sucking up our profits. This is MEG, that's Media General, and this morning we got this, bought this, almost the high tick of the day, and then it just immediately starts going down. And that kind of trade doesn't hold much promise for us, and we ended up holding, I think we're holding like negative $1,600 in Media General, so I'm not real happy about that one either. We did have some decent trades. The one good trade that we had, the 1 out of the 4 that was good, was kind of a mixed blessing. This is PKD, Parker Drilling, and we got in on this big spike right at the beginning of the day. Unfortunately, this big spike caused me quite a bit of slippage, so it wasn't quite as good as it looks on the chart here. And then this thing immediately faded from that, and I'm going to tell you, when I see a spike up like this, it just immediately seems to collapse. It frequently, almost always means, hey, this is a bad trade. This is not good. And that's really what I was thinking of with Parker Drilling today. It did come back and ended up popping up here right at the end of the day and actually taking out the high. So, you know, I got to characterize this as kind of erratic trading, or erratic price movement, but I mean, it looks pretty good for Parker Drilling right now, closing almost on its high with this big buying spree right at the end. So maybe we'll do pretty well with that. We'll just have to see. Finally, however, everything wasn't frustrating today, and I know I've showed this to you again or before, but I got to show it to you again. Let's see here. We just got to straighten this out a second here. I got the wrong stock up here. Where did, look, there it goes. That's what I'm looking for. THC, Tenet Healthcare, and I've showed this to you before, but we got into this yesterday, also on a big spike up, but this spike didn't fade like Parker Drilling right away. Never gave me any hesitation as to the virtuousness of this trade. This looked good from the very beginning, and on top of it all, it actually gapped up this morning. So we ended up getting out of here, and we got out with $6,300, and you know, that saved the day for us. I mean, we had massive losses. We had 7 out of 9 positions that we exited today were all negative, and basically those 7 out of 9 sucked all the profit out of this beautiful, beautiful Tenet Healthcare trade that made us $6,300. So the bottom line, after we added all the losses plus this thing, is our positive. We still ended up going negative $200, but heck, you know, $200, we can live with that. Just think of where we had been had it not been for this beautiful trade that we got. So it was a frustrating week, but certainly not a bad one financially for us. You know, our losses were very, very small, but they were small because we had great trades this week in Grec, in Radius Health, China Southern Airlines, and last but not least, Tenet Healthcare. So, hey, maybe things are going to go a little bit better next week. Let's hope. This is Trader Bob signing off. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll be back online on Monday.